A lot like what Caitlin Clark said and nothing like what you other players have been saying. Adam Silver is siding with Caitlin Clark. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. It's going to require compromise on both sides on October 21st.
That exact sentence. Both parties will need to make concessions. Adam Silver is not the only one who said those things. That is exactly what Caitlin Clark said 2 weeks ago. Furthermore, that is not a coincidence. The NBA commissioner recently openly supported the biggest star in the league over her own union leadership. This is unheard of.
Here it says, despite the reaction to this October comment, Silver also said he has great relationships with many of the players and believes the sides are on course for a solution. The current 40-day extension ends January 9th, and that date is fastly approaching. Okay, he says, I remain optimistic we'll get something done, but whether that means I'm physically sitting at the table for the negotiation, Silver said. And again, I speak for Mark as well. We have been involved with this league for 3 decades.
And see how she responded with her body language. What we've all been thinking was just acknowledged by Breanna Stewart. We're not really making much progress with what we're doing at the moment. Translation: the Players' Union is desperate enough to invite Adam Silver to the negotiation table since its hardball strategies are failing. 2 months ago, they made fun of Adam Silver on Instagram with a post that they didn't want to reveal. The irony is nearly excruciating. However, since the timeline shows everything, let's go back and describe how we arrived to this breaking point.
Silver. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said Tuesday night he is tracking WNBA collective bargaining sessions very closely and that he and Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum would both be willing to join the prolonged negotiations to finalize a deal. That means when Mark Tatum is getting involved, the guy I put in the thumbnail, is big business. It's getting serious. Mark Tatum is being inserted into this as well. Here it says, we're integrated at the league office, Silver said ahead of NBA Cup final in Las Vegas.
October 21st, 2024. Adam Silver discusses WNBA income sharing in public for the first time. He claims that the players should be paid far more, but he cautions that because the revenue pools in the NBA and WNBA are so different, comparing their revenue share percentages is illogical. He is making significant raises while attempting to control expectations. It's diplomatic. It makes sense. The WNBA Players Association reacts within hours by tagging Adam Silver in an Instagram post that reads, "Don't want to share," instead of releasing a statement or press release. On social media, they are making fun of him, the leader of the company that actually owns their colleague. That was 63 days ago. They have since used up both a 30-day and a 40-day extension. The deadline is set for January 9th, 2025. That is 11 days from now. League sources also claim that there is still a big difference between the two sides. About 30% of the league's earnings is what the players demand. About 15% is being offered by the WNBA. There isn't a bargaining gap there. There is a philosophical gap there.
Ahead of the Cup and said that if necessary, he'd be up for coming to the bargaining table, him and Mark Tatum. I'm just wondering, do you think that would be beneficial? Would there be value to having Adam's presence at the bargaining table? What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, I think that I didn't see his comments about that last night, but what we're doing right now isn't really getting us anywhere. So if that means that Adam and Mark need to come to the table, we're more than happy to have that
And I'm simply checking. This is when things start to get interesting. Breanna Stewart gives a telling remark when the reporter inquires about Adam Silver perhaps attending the negotiating table. She was unaware of his remarks from the previous evening. She is one of the most important voices in these negotiations, the vice president of the Players' Union and a co-founder of Unrivaled. And she missed the NBA Cup final press conference where the commissioner talked about the future of her league. That's either a hint that she's overburdened or extremely inadequately prepared. Here's what matters more, though. According to her, we're more than happy to have that when referring to Silver and Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum joining negotiations. That's language of capitulation. Unless you are certain that you are losing, you do not ask the boss's boss to intervene.
Everybody can agree and like get what they want out of this, but there has to be some like, I don't know, mutual, some things in common happening first. So yeah, if Adam wants to come, I would love to have him.
Appreciate it. And then following up, second question, Project B obviously was announced, and the season is going to run from fall to April, which is in direct competition with Unrivaled. What were your immediate thoughts when you heard about Project B? And what's the long-term answer for the landscape of women's basketball? Is it to have one Premier League? Is it to continue?
She eventually stopped saying this after learning that both statements can be true at the same time. Everyone can agree and obtain what they want from this, but first there must be some shared experiences. Interpret that business jargon. In reality, she is stating that we overplayed our hand. We are finally prepared to make a compromise, but we still need to find a middle ground. The identical stance taken by Caitlin Clark 2 weeks ago when she stated that both sides must concede ground and that games must be played. Clark vehemently disagreed with the stance that WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert wrongly stated all players supported. This is why it is especially detrimental to the union. Breanna Stewart is meant to be in a strong negotiation position. In 3 weeks, she will have an unparalleled debut. Project B has been declared a competition for her. Last season, she set a record for WNBA viewing. She ought to be self-assured, assertive, and demanding. Rather, she sounds worn out and prepared to settle in.
I think my immediate thoughts when I saw Project B, I was kind of like, well, they saw what worked. You know, they saw the success that we had here at Unrivaled, and they wanted to be a part of that in their own way and try to do it. But at the same time, knowing, what we're doing here is really special with not only the equity, but just making sure the resources, people are staying in one city. Yeah, we'll have like a tour stop in Philly this year, but making sure that we're prioritizing.
Even more flaws are revealed by the second question. Project B recently declared that they will operate from fall through April, directly challenging Unrivaled's schedule. They observed what worked with Stewart's response. They wanted to contribute in their own way after witnessing the success we had at Unrivaled. Achievement. Not a single game has been played in the league yet. There has only been one scrimmage. Success is not like that. That's marketing. Additionally, you can tell that she is concerned about market saturation because she is already portraying a direct competitor as validation rather than a danger. But pay attention to what she says after that. When it comes to finding a seamless solution between the WNBA season and other leagues, we're not there yet. The obvious question is raised by her admission that the basketball off-season landscape is chaotic and unsustainable. You recently acknowledged that the existing scenario isn't working, so why are you trying so hard to postpone the WNBA season?
Yeah, it's serious. It is serious. Adam Silver is stepping in officially, and he is siding with Caitlin Clark. Coming to the defense of Caitlin Clark and saying, hey, y'all need to stop this. I'm sitting at the table now, and I'm going to get this done because I'm with Caitlin Clark. Games need to be played. This is a bunch of nonsense y'all are doing. This is a bunch of conflict of interest going on. Adam Silver siding with Caitlin Clark, inserting himself into this thing to get this stuff done. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype.
Let's go back to the beginning of this video since the original commenter made a very important point. Adam Silver is participating in these talks expressly to support Caitlin Clark's stance. Neither the league's nor the union's stance. Clark's role. Consider the implications of that. After watching this stalemate, the most influential person in basketball concluded that the rookie, who has only been in the game for 7 months, has a greater understanding of reality than the seasoned players in charge of the union. That is terrible. There is a public vote of no confidence in the leadership of the WNBA Players Association. Additionally, Silver is bringing Mark Tatum along. For those who don't keep up with NBA business, Mark Tatum is the deputy commissioner in charge of the league's most intricate financial dealings. The close is him. When diplomacy has failed and someone needs to compel both parties to enter a room, they send him. His involvement indicates that this has progressed beyond standard collective bargaining into crisis management until a compromise is reached.